They say you're only young once, but we live for it, we die for it, we live for forever.
Hey there, hello people. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I do videos every day, so tune in with me. I'm sure I got something that you'll find beneficial or at least entertaining for you. Today I want to talk a little bit though before I get into my whole what I eat in a day, because that's what I do. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about gastric bypass or gastric sleeves, weight loss surgeries. And I was at a point in my life where I was considering one of those. Thought that's the only way that I was ever going to lose this weight. And, I really thought about it. But I have a lot of people that I know who have had those type of surgeries done. And it did nothing but cause them, trouble and heartache and illness and sickness and almost death. I knew a girl who had had it done. She was not very overweight at all. And she had it done. Well, some kind of complications happened during the surgery process, and her organs or something were on the opposite side, and basically they ended up removing her whole entire stomach, and she had nothing to collect food. So she was not able to eat. She would eat, it would go, right through, or she wouldn't be able to eat it. And what ended up happening with her is she was in her 30s. Her body was so malnourished that it started eating the muscle. And after it ate up the muscle, it started to eat her heart. And she had to have a pacemaker put in at the age of 30 something, maybe 35, I think. I'm not even sure exactly how old she was when it happened. But that was scary. Could you imagine being 30 some years old and having to have a pacemaker in because you had a weight loss surgery? Everyone that I know that's had this surgery done, and I'm not saying, this is a very controversial topic, and everyone that I know, almost everyone, there are a few that haven't, almost everyone that I know that's had it done has ended up gaining their weight plus more weight back. Or they go through this time where they go completely nuts. And I don't understand what that's all about. I understand that when you start to drop weight and stuff like that, you start looking better, and, people, you start getting the eye or catching the eye of people that, before had not even really given you much time. And then people are telling you how pretty you are. Oh, you look so good. I understand that can be an uplift. It can raise you up in pride a little bit. You start taking more pride in yourself. You start doing your hair. You start doing your makeup. I know I did. Once I started losing my weight again, I started doing my hair and doing my makeup again and really getting into these kind of things. So I know that part of it's real. But, people start telling you how good you look, and you start, thinking, oh, yeah, I really do look good. And you may be in a relationship with someone, and you're tempted to cheat. You're tempted to do all these things. I've seen it. And guys, and it makes me really sad because it's happened to people that I know. They've started getting interest in other people, or, leaving their spouse because their spouse doesn't understand, or, it's a complete life change for people. And I don't know what it is about it that makes people go nuts, but it happens. And and I have friends that don't have that issue, that's never happened to. I have a lot of friends who have done gastric surgeries, whether, like I said before, whether it's the lap band. I know one woman, love a heart, Marsha, I love you to death, and I know you're probably watching this. She almost died because of a lap band. Sabrina, another person that I know very well that goes to church with me, she almost died because of a lap band. I have people who've done gastric sleeves that have had wonderful success with it. They've lost weight, but they can't eat. And that makes me so sad, because I would rather eat, enjoy my food, rather than to sit and look at food and be completely miserable because the one bite that I take is going to make me sick. And I love the people who've had this done, and I feel so bad because that used to be one of the major things that we did, is we would go out and eat. And it just takes the enjoyment out of food. And I believe food is to be enjoyed. Sometimes we enjoy it a little bit too much, but it's there to be enjoyed. And I know that we're supposed to, eat to live. And I think Headbanger's Kitchen said this. He says, there are people who, eat to live, and then there are those of us that live to eat. And there's nothing wrong with living to eat and enjoying every aspect of your life. But when you do the gastrics, that quality of life, I think, is took down a notch. And I may be wrong. There may be people out there that's, hey, wait, no, this happened to me, and it's absolutely the best thing that ever changed. It changed my life, and I'm so much better off. Well, congratulations. I mean, I am extremely happy for you. And what I've seen is it's completely wrecked a lot of people's lives that I know. And I wanted to have it done, but then I started thinking about it. I got myself into this position. No one force-fed me. No one put a gun to my head and said, you're either going to eat this or I'm going to kill you. I chose to do this. If you choose to get yourself in a position where you're this weight, then you can also choose to put yourself in a position where you yourself can lose it. It may be slow going, but it's going to be a lot more fulfilling and a lot more satisfying to know that you made the choice, not something made it for you. And I talked about my addiction. You guys know I have a major food addiction. And it would be easy for me to say, you know what, I'm just going to go have that surgery done because I'm going to let that surgery take that temptation away. Because who wants to get sick every time they eat? That's not fixing your problem. You have an emotional problem. You don't have an eating problem. You have an addiction. There's something in your mind that is telling you that you need food in order to fulfill something, whether that be to feel loved, or or when you're angry, or if you're sad. It's an emotional thing. It really honestly is. It has nothing to do with the food. It's all about an unhealthy relationship that you have with food. And I have that. But, I've chosen to take it on myself. I did it to myself. So I'm going to fix it myself. And I don't understand why people can't do that. And I know this is coming off as so judgy, preachy. And I'm not. I'm so not trying to be that way. It's just, I see so many people hurt with this. And it's just like, come on, people. It's a choice. It's like I talked about in another video, the word try. What does it mean to try? You either do or you don't. Try. What does that mean? I'm trying to. And I don't want to get on this again, but, you either do or you don't. Bottom line, that's it. There's nothing else to it. Either you do or you don't. And I chose to do. And if I chose to do, then you can choose to do. The whole medical profession has made so much money off of these surgeries. I mean, they cost like $12,000 to have the sleeve. $12,000. As opposed to a year of hard work. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. So if you agree with me, leave a comment. If you disagree with me, leave a comment. I'm happy to talk with you guys. I love it. And, there's nothing better than getting on YouTube and looking to see and you have comments, and it's great. It's awesome. I'm much more of a conversationalist than I am just a talk dead at the screen. So, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about that a little bit today, because I was thinking about it as I was taking my shower, how easy it would have been just to say, you know what, let's just go have a surgery done. Take away all of my rights. I prefer to have the right to choose whether I can't eat something or I can't eat something. With a lot of these gastric surgeries, you no longer have a choice. You eat what you can eat because it's the only thing that you can eat. And I personally would much rather be the one in charge of my body and what I put in my mouth. That's just my thoughts. So, like I said, not trying to offend anyone at all, but you know what they say, opinions are like elbows. Everybody has one. So that's just my opinion. I know it ain't really elbows in some places. They say other words, but I don't do that. So I'll say elbows because everybody's got them. But I'm going to go ahead and quit this rant and show you guys the rest of my day. My husband has requested the Mexican chicken again. So we are going to be having that. So I might actually end up showing you guys the way I make my cheese sauce this time, and some of the other processes. So I will see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, don't know if you can see it through all the steam, but these are my vegetables I'm making for my Mexican chicken tonight, and I have onions and peppers and mushrooms in there. I'm going to show you the cheese too. And this is the cheese that I find, and this is at Walmart. I don't know why this is not focusing. Let's see. There we are. So this is the cheese that I get at Walmart. Please do not mind my nails. I did not get a chance to do them. But there is actually 12 servings in this. Is 1 cube and it's 1 carb. So I actually do it into 3 different servings because my husband really, really likes it. So I make that. And then what I have here is 3/4 of a cup of just heavy, not heavy cream, sorry, half and half, because heavy cream makes it a little bit too thick. And what I'm going to do is take half of this block of cheese here, because I already had 1 serving. I'm going to cut it up into pieces, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the stove, and I'll show you what happens once I got that going. So here is my finished product, and guys, I'm about ready to give up on avocado. Half that avocado was bad. You can see there's still some brown spots. But anyway, that is my chicken and my cheese and my vegetables. I'm probably going to end up eating something else later on, because this is definitely not 1 meal a day material. Might actually just do some eggs, to be honest with you. But anyway, that is what I'm getting ready to eat now. And I will make sure to check in with you later. Bye. I forgot to tell you guys last night I made some chia seed pudding. I was eating way too many mug cakes. So I decided I'd make up some chia seed pudding, since it's going to be a lot healthier for me and give me that sweetness that I'm looking for. And then that is just a half a cup of chia seeds, 2 cups of vanilla unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons of sugar-free maple syrup. And that is it. And I'm telling you guys, this is a game changer. If you've never made it, it is unbelievable. And some people make it a little bit thicker, but I don't like the consistency when it's thicker. So I like mine just a little on the runny side. But I'm probably going to take another packet of Truvia and just put on top so I can get it sweet. But I was really going to town on mug cakes. And it's not a good thing. So I thought I'd go ahead and do this. And sometimes when your meal's over, you just want something else additional. And this is like the perfect thing to have, because it's really good for you. And there's like hardly any carbs in it at all whatsoever, because chia seeds basically cancel each other out. So because of the dietary fiber. But I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, that is the end of my day of eating. Sorry I didn't end up eating anything else after the chia seed pudding, but I wanted to show that to you. And I talked about in this video about my addiction, so I have linked my confession video here, so just go ahead and click it and see what I'm talking about. Thanks guys, thanks so much for stopping in. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.